What is the best way to celebrate a 50th anniversary? Hello everyone, this is JP De Leon and I will be providing to you a recap of how RTU has showcased its 50th golden anniversary. Let's begin. Roll video. Welcome back to our channel. Reliving our face-to-face events covets that hope that one day we will be able to do it again. I am for sure na sobrang na-miss nyo ang mga events na ito because these events actually deepens the relationship of those who are actually behind the scenes. In fact, as an event organizer of the university, sobrang ang dami mong makikilala, magiging kaibigan, and you could really laugh and build that kind of atmosphere that is really joyous to produce in this kind of event. So, to actually begin our celebration, our recap of the celebration, okay, allow me to provide to you how we really actually started to prepare for the 50th golden anniversary. The RTU, in partnership with the Grand Alumni Association, launched a logo making contest with the theme Through to the Gold and Blue. And out of the 25 finalists, one was actually chosen during the testimonial dinner as the winning logo and was actually later endorsed to the RTU for its official use. Totoo nga na nagagamit natin tong logo na to in so many events, and actually it brought a brand in the 50th celebration of the university by itself. So, the formal opening of the 50th founding anniversary was staged last July 11 at the rooftop gymnasium of the Wellness Building. Established as College of Rizal on 1969, it gained a university status on October 11, 1997 by virtue of Republic Act 8365. And during this opening, officials and faculty, even students, symbolically joined hands in a night of fun, performance, and solidarity, representing unity as a core of all collaborative success of RTU. Actually, sobrang nakakamiss ito dahil nakita mo yung mga faculty dito who are actually dancing, who are just enjoying, and it creates that kind of vibe that they have this fun moment during that event. The next one is actually the strategic planning. So, the commencement of every success is actually first driven by a well-guided vision. So, to determine the direction of the university, the top officials of RTU, including representatives from the academic, student, and alumni sector, gathered for this annual strategic planning facilitated by Simeo Inotech. The evidence of this fruitful gathering is the new university mission vision statement and a schema of plans to create tools and methods to improve not just the system but also the people within the system. Actually, what makes it really fun is that there is now a collaboration of ideas, not necessarily as coming from one leader but coming from everyone, so that we'll be able to work that kind of sharing that we actually then provide. The next event that we have you ever missed the live concerts in RTU? Ako sobrang na-miss ko to because every time there's a concert, you're actually standing there or just sitting there and just reliving and feeling that kind of song. It brought actually a different vibe and atmosphere to the whole campus. Yes, everything happened in RTU. Celebrating his birthday at RTU's 50th, Congressman Neptali Gonzales hosted another year of his libreng concerto para sa kabataan ng Mandaluyong and brought two of the most notable bands, which is actually the I Belong to the Zoo and December Avenue, who showcased their kilig, hugot songs and brought that atmosphere in the whole university. Have you ever missed these songs? Wow, it's actually something that you wanted to relive on, yung feeling na nasa stage ka or nasa backstage ka or even nasa audience ka, just going with the flow with everyone and going with the flow, feeling those kinds of words, it's something that you wanted to live on. Nakakamiss mag-jamming in a live concert, hindi ba? The next thing that we've actually have made also is that the Grand Alumni Association also hosted its Encuentro during that same year, the 11th Grand Alumni Homecoming, and actually gathered about 1,000 alumni all across the globe, with prominent attendance coming from earlier batches such as batch 79 to batch 83. The association have actually brought Miss Yen Constantino and so many other bands to celebrate this rare occasion of meeting again at the 50th anniversary. The association was also recognized different most outstanding alumni from the fields of health, from the fields of technical, and so on and so forth. Actually, ito nga rin yung isa sa mga concert na sobrang tumatak sa akin during this event. Yung feeling na there is a vibe, there is this craze, just singing and letting out everything and every stress that you have. Something that we wanted as a teacher by itself. So, the next thing that really happened during this 50th year is that, of course, who will ever miss this kick-off historical event of the University Week during the 50th Golden Anniversary? And about 6,000 to 7,000 students, faculty, administration, and alumni have joined us in this event entitled 50 Takbo, the first RTU Color Fun Run. And in this Color Fun Run, the event is actually something that is symbolically built as a manifestation of RTU's continuous passion to run and persevere for the next mileage and producing service-oriented and world-class alumni. The participants actually passed through 5 color pit stops, which symbolizes the 5 color colleges of the university. And those pit stops, something that you could actually go into, tapos may ibubuho sa'yo na color powder, which makes it really, really fun and really exciting. I hope you have missed, for those who have missed it, huwag kayong mag-alala. Hopefully, magawa ulit natin to pagbalik nyo really, really soon. The question is, paano namin tinapos itong event na ito? So join me again as we do a countdown, all that of the momentous moment. 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy anniversary, RTU. It's something that has set the record. Even the mayor of the city actually took notice of everything that we have done. That's why that there is now a sense of trust to hold the event for the city that was actually given to the university by itself. Now, the day after the run, the RTU community formally opened the 50th University Week through a parade of colors touring Mandaluyong campus outside premises. Of course, who will ever miss the Caracol Festival competition of different colleges where they represent the different festivities all around the nation? During the University Week, several activities actually took place. You have the sports competition where students showcase their physical prowess in basketball, volleyball, table tennis, badminton, as well as literary and cultural competitions, and many others. Second, you also have the testimonial dinner that was actually attended by an almost 500 alumni and retirees. This is something that actually for the purpose of recognizing those who passed the board exams, who went as an excruciating experience just to fulfill their dreams as well. So it actually recognizes the board top-notchers as well as the honoring of the retirees of the university for their lifelong service rendered to RTU. Representatives of the different colleges showcase both charms and wits as they actually pursue this kind of event. And also, we have the Mr. and Miss RTU. Sino nga ba ang makakalimot in this kind of experience wherein the representatives actually showcase their beauty, their charms, their intelligence, because we wanted to prove that RTU is not just about beauty, not just also by brains, but something that includes that wisdom as a core of every Filipina value. And also, just a week after the celebration of the university, the university was contacted by the local government of Mandaluyong to host the first mental health solidarity walk with the theme hashtag us in front. The advocacy aimed to spread awareness about the reality of the struggles of depression and anxiety, and that we must give priority not just to our physical body but also giving priority to our mental health. Through the initiative of the Guidance and Counseling Center, the Center for the Student Affairs, and the Cultural Affairs Center, participants actually walked around carrying the banners in the whole city, proving the advocacy of mental health. The event culminated by the formation of the giant sunflower, which symbolized hope amidst adversity. The next event that actually took place, something that we will never forget as well, is the Christmas season celebration of RTU. Just a week prior to Christmas Day, RTU actually conducted its first lightning event, and we decorated almost all corners of the university with lanterns and lights. To set the atmosphere, a live 3D light show was showcased at the MIB building, and that was developed by our students and faculty. And who will actually ever forget the legacy of RTU Grand Alumni Association in constructing the first ever LED billboard, something that we have been dreaming for decades, and now it is already there in front of the university. And now it actually enhanced the usual static announcement to something virtually appealing for the public. And of course, the Christmas party that took place in Canyon Woods, Tagaytay. Now, this event took place last December 19 to 20, 2019 in Tagaytay. The event started with motivational talks hosted by HRDC and culminated in a Christmas ball where everyone is encouraged to dress to impress. It was not just a night of fun, but also a night of laughter, but moments also of gratitude for every blessing, challenges, and opportunity that paved way to who we are today. Friends get to relive their wonderful moments, and even hostile relationships among co-workers made amends during this momentous night. Such an amazing experience, especially for every faculty of the university. Also, we are not devoid of our corporate social responsibilities to the communities and to our nation. We have Kakosa project by the College of Education, an extension program to our civilly interdicted individuals who feels that there are no hope outside the prison. The College of Business through the Business Mentorship Program, Project Up by the Northern Extension Program by our CPECD faculty, the Not Alone Youth Leadership Mentorship Program to students of all the public schools in Mandaluyong, the Bangon Batangas Project in partnership with the Volunteers Individuals for Peace by the RTU Board of Regents Chair, Dr. Ronald Adamat, where the university, through its representatives, gave relief goods and supplies to those affected by the Taal volcano explosion. We did not just brought goods and entertainment, but also a sense of hope that they can still strive for the better. There are many extension programs to mention, but I believe the university still strives for more to help the betterment of our society. Now, there are so many other events that actually took place during the Golden Year. And to give a little bit of a mentioning, so we have the seminar with the European Union delegation with Mr. Rafael de Bustamante Tello, who is the first counselor of the European Union delegation in the Philippines. We also have participation at the 30th Southeast Asian Nation, wherein our volunteers from the NSTP rendered services during the games. The performers from Teatro Rizalia and Himig Rizalia actually gave their utmost performance during this event. Also, we are actually also not devoid of our alumni gold medalists from the Sepak Takraw to the dance sports, and even to our cheering pep squad of our university who placed second in the competition. Also, the Himig Rizalia, one thing that happened also, actually became the winner of the Grand Prix of the 4th Macantata Macau International Choir Competition. Wow, that's something that we could really be proud of. Next one, we also have some of the other events actually includes the ISO recognition that we have received, which is valid from November 12, 2019 to June 14, 2022, which actually represents our capacity and drive to really perform really hard as a university. We also have so many other international linkages and partnerships formed with Taiwan, Thailand, and the United States, and so many others. Actually, we have been sending already faculty and even students abroad so that we'll be able to harness our capacity to become world-class by its own. And lastly, also, we have the Gary Valenciano face-to-face live mentorship and live concert activity that held at the Alumni Hall, wherein Mr. Gary V, the Mr. Pure Energy, actually shared his life, his struggles, and how he is really coping up and fighting for his mental health and for his spirituality in order for him to really prove that there is something to worth living for in this life. Sobrang nakaka-inspire that moment. And actually one thing that we were talking about, hopefully in the nearby future we'll be able to bring him again in the university so that many students will be able to get inspired by his story. And lastly, an event that RTU is actually so proud of hosting because it was conducted 3 days prior to the declaration of the national health emergency due to the COVID-19. It was the first State University and Colleges Expo with the theme The Art of Success. Out of all the 111 state universities and colleges, RTU was privileged to be picked by the Commission on Higher Education to host this multi-million event. 51 SUCs joined in this 3-day event at the events place of Trinoma Mall and showcased their research-based products in their own booths. The event was graced by top-class government officials such as the cabinet secretaries, congressmen, and even ambassadors and consuls representing their countries. Their core objective of the program is to add marketability by client exposure of research-based products that are usually available only in their respective region. So parang sila mismo ang nagdala ng kanilang mga produkto na ino-offer lang sa atin. It is indeed a remarkable moment to actually share for each and every one of us. Something that we're actually quite proud of, because the core objective of this program is not just to showcase what RTU can really do, but our capacity to expand and really cater to those who are in need as well. So our gratitude is shared to the RTU Cultural Affairs Center for their for their efforts in the world-class performances, to our biology department and research department for their representation in our university booth during the Souk Expo, the Guardian publication for documenting every scene, and our professors and student volunteers who joined hand in hand to make this event a success. And just to actually end this vlog, okay, to the 50th golden anniversary actually did not stop. It did not cease. It has actually just began. Although we are faced with so many challenges, so many difficulties and setbacks during this past few years, still that comes the testimony of learning, of growth and development. To our students, alumni, faculty, and administration, let us grind harder and strain forward for the future that is in our midst. So mabuhay ang Rizal Technological University. Maraming salamat po.